Hi, family. How are you? I hope y'all are doing fantastic. I'm doing well. Things have been really getting thrown into chaos lately, and it's been pretty good to see for me, because I've just been seeing just random gnarliness being glued together at the seams, and I was ready for a shakeup. So anyways, I wanted to come on here and let you know what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I've been told by my sources being my soul family, my my man. Wow, look at all of those orbs. Like, this started happening before I started this video. There's a lot of activity. The lights were flashing. This is gonna be a crazy video. I'm excited. I've been missing you guys, I've been thinking about the family, believe me. But yeah, I've got my soul family has been giving me a whole lot of information on what's going on over the years, and it all culminates, as the veil thins and they can speak to me more fluently. And when I say they, I mean my soul and my man and Monterey, and lately it's been Valiant Thor, which is odd because I didn't even know that name. It literally was told to me in the shower like 5 times. They were so adamant. And then I went and looked it up online, like who I thought it was like gonna be some kind of like old Viking character or something. But no, like, this is part of my fleet is what they're calling us. We're a star fleet. So anyways, I've got a bunch of information for you that I have been working on for a while. See the lights? I've been working on this information for a while, and I want to start out with my absolute gratitude for love. Love, which is what rules the universe. The ultimate law of the universe is love. So I wanted to give gratitude for that because, oh my gosh, I can't live without it. And I think most of you watching know you can't either. We're literally made of it. And we've had this parasite infestation on Earth. And they've literally been sucking our souls, our love, to make a false soul for themselves so that they can pretend they're not already dead. Okay? It's a long story, and I've been, more details just keep coming in. And so I am going to put my glasses on. I made an outline so that I would sound as succinct as possible with this crazy information that is hard to nail down when you don't have any like real memory of it. Okay? Because we're in human bodies, which wipes our memory. And then on top of that, they are suppressing our genetics, our DNA, so that we lose our extrasensory powers and many other things that I'm sure I'm not aware of most. So anyways, they're parasites, and they create a void, right? They create a void. They suck our love out of our vessel, which naturally gets replenished. That's the beauty of love. That's the balance, the natural balance of the universe. Nature abhors a void. It will automatically get replenished. But these monsters, I'll call them, they don't get automatically replenished because they lost their soul. in some kind of Star Wars kind of thing. I don't know. It's been a battle since before Earth got involved here, or at least knew they were involved. Okay. Regardless, these things lost their soul and they turned into some kind of AI. Like, I keep on being shown, like, referred to Star Wars, okay? Like, they lost their soul. There's our daddy, Darth Vader, who lost his soul, and he's in some kind of like AI robot thing. And then there's these Hebrons that are originally were a spider race, and I'm being shown they're like the Black Widow. The Black Widow is a spin-off of this race. They're a very aggressive race, and they're so aggressive, like the males are particularly aggressive, that they will eat their own young. So the females bite off the heads of their mate out of survival of the race or whatever. But I don't know, something went wrong. They lost their souls, and their beauty that went with it, because many of you may not think spiders are beautiful, but they are. They're a creation of love, and anything that has a soul, that has love, is beautiful. It has to do with like the fractals and the golden ratio. Like, everything comes out. There's a perfect formula, okay? Like, what it is, I don't know, but there is one that love is a formula, and you apply it to anything, and it will create something beautiful in the way of fractals, or beings, like human beings, spiders, whatever. Flowers are particularly beautiful, fractals. But regardless, they lost their soul, they lost their love, so they lost their beautiful form, and they turned into these ugly looking, like, Jabba the Hutt creatures that have like these long pointy tentacles. And I've literally had one stalking me probably my whole life, but it stalks me somehow at a frequency that I can't see unless I'm in a coma. And if any of you have ever been in a coma, which I have twice, I have a little bit of experience with it. You are awake the whole time. I don't even know that you rest. Like, it's like you're just dreaming the whole time, but it's not a dream. You're in reality, and you're seeing things from a different you're able to see a different level of frequency, a different layer of light. So anyways, that's what these creatures are. Originally they were spiders, now they're these octopus with pointy finger blob looking things, almost like Squidward, but definitely much more grotesque. They're just nasty. Spiders used to haunt my dreams ever since I can remember dreams. They've been stalking me. And mind you, I love spiders. I love beautiful things, anything created by love. But this is something that's been going on for my whole life. Anyways, so the Black Widow female bites off the head. They kill their husbands, the Black Widow. So you might know some people similar to that. And I would venture to guess that they are an incarnation of one of these Hebrons. Now, some of you have heard of the reptiles. And people really do believe that the reptiles are have invaded. What my information is that this is like absolutely not true. They possibly did at one time, I don't know, but they aren't right now. And they might even be filtered into our genetics. That would not surprise me when these Hebrons like to fool with genetics. But that wouldn't surprise me if, shoot, now they're blocking me and I'm off my notes. Anyways, reptiles. So I'm seeing them as a psyop. I've been at first I definitely knew, did you see that? I definitely knew there were reptiles because I'd seen them. I've had one in my house before, and I knew that they could walk through doors. So I knew that they had some kind of shape-shifting ability. So I at first thought that they were our issue, but what I'm seeing now is that they're not. They're literally holographic in nature, and there is a central computer that could be easily taken out to get rid of all of these shapeshifter types that have been made to install fear, to distract you from the truth of the matter, who's actually invaded Earth. And it is not the physical spider-looking beings anymore. They lost their souls. They don't even have that form. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're at such a low frequency you can't even see them. As a human being. It's hard for me. I gotta ground in here for a second. So anyways, yes, these reptile holographs, like, they can take solid form, and they are used to cause trauma, to break your heart, to do all those things, to like really mess you up. But they're really controlled by this Hebron race that is incarnated as human beings. They're literally just human beings with stolen souls right now. They're really nothing that special as far as I can see. The only power they have is that they are also incarnating. These beings are multidimensional. I don't know if I already told you that. They can incarnate in more than one body at once, in more than one timeline at once. Time doesn't exist. So what happened was, what I'm being told is, when the atomic bomb was detonated, did you see that? When the atomic bomb was detonated, it blew a hole in the electromagnetic field around the Earth, which was its protective barrier from outside interference, because Earth is supposed to be a protected heaven, basically, a place to raise children. It's kind of a family vibe, But anyways, I keep digressing. So there is a hole blown in the electromagnetic. This is crazy. They're like really active tonight. They're here. Anyways, a hole is blown in the electromagnetic protective field. That is when these soulless Hebrons got into the Earth with the purpose of stealing souls from us, from humans. And being that they're multidimensional, they incarnated way into the past and into the future at that time. And they also, at that time, I think, I'm sure they could have even prior to, but I just know of an instance at that time where they really were messing with human genetics to get that, to basically make humans aggressive, to make them stupid. Okay, basically, sorry, I am digressing, to make humans not be able to think for themselves, and to make them basically completely brainwashable, where they can't see, they have no memory, they can wipe their memory, they can basically complete mind control, they can control their mind. How they do this is what I'm being told is through parasites. And this is really weird, because the parasites they're using, what I'm being told, is to get into like the DNA, to get into everybody's DNA, right? And once the parasite is in the DNA, it can replicate in there and spread. And if you know anything about genetics, you can spread a certain trait throughout a population very quickly. Very quickly. So it only takes, several generations, and everybody has that gene for the most part. So they're using this parasite that's attached to some part of the genetic code. Actually, I feel like it's controlling a large portion of it, preventing humans from becoming multidimensional. We're actually supposed to be bigger in form, a whole bunch of stuff. Messing with our genetics in every way they can to keep us small, because they're afraid of us. So anyways, that's what they're doing. They messed with the genetics. I wonder if that's how those giants became turned to stone. Is when they changed the genetics. They probably went before that, changed the genetics to where humans could not get that big. Therefore, they literally just stopped in their tracks. It's the only thing that makes sense to me, but I haven't delved down that rabbit hole. I'm digressing again. Okay, so they came in through the hole, and they're parasites. These parasites attached to your genetics, your DNA. They are basically, if you didn't have it if they weren't able to get you to be like genetically predisposed to this parasite, then what they're doing, and by the way, they're incarnating as this parasite too. They're literally, these Hebrons are literally in your body incarnated as these parasites. They can, as multidimensional beings, you can multiply in a weird way. You know what I mean? Anyways, so if they couldn't get it through your genetics, like you were born with it, now they've been figuring out all the ways they could get it into you through like spraying it in the air, putting it into the food supply, putting it into needles. There's probably more I'm missing. I've seen so many ways that they're getting this particular parasite in. This little Jabba the Hutts. Little versions of them. Orsini's one of them. They're very smart. That's one thing I'll give them. That's how you know. They're very intelligent. That's how I've been able to peg them and these reptiles. These reptiles are not that intelligent. They're computer. They're not a multi-dimensional succubus. Okay, I'm digressing again. So what else do I want to talk about? Let me get my glasses on. They came in through the hole. Okay. Yeah. So basically what it amounts to is the earth is cleansing itself, and so are a good portion of human beings. And this is mind, body, and soul. So you're getting the parasites out of your mind. You're learning to control your thoughts, because they can get in there and basically talk, and you can't quiet them down. It's like you're flipping schizophrenic or something, but that's not what that is. That's that parasite in your mind that's poisoned your mind. That parasite poisoned your mind through media, propaganda, fear mongering. That's that one, the one in your mind. That one has to be controlled. You have to extract that parasite from your mind. Then the parasites that attach in your energy field, you have to deal with those. And then the parasites that attach in your body, you have to deal with those too. So, however you feel fit, you know, to do that, I'm sure you've already thought of this. But this is my advice to humans that want to make it to the next level, because what is about to happen very shortly, I can't tell you time, but it's coming very, very shortly, is the hold on. They're messing with me again. Hold on. Let me raise my chair and regroup. Okay. Yes. Okay. So what's happening is the frequency of the earth is raising. A good portion of us have individually been raising our frequency as well. I'm not sure if we signaled the earth it was time, or if the earth signaled us that it was time, or both, but this is what's happened. And human beings have free will. They have a choice. A lot of them have given up their souls to the enemy, and it's up to them to retrieve it. Whether they retrieve it or not is on them. The frequency of the earth is raising, though, and this has been shown. It's very evident. It's been shown with all the fires that she's allowed to go on, and the earthquakes and the mudslides and the storms, and even the towers, okay, and that microwave stuff, okay, it's all being allowed because Mother Earth is in each human being. You know, she's speaking too. Here's the thing. Until humans take over their vessel, and purify their mind, body, and soul of these parasites, they will not be able to withstand the increase in frequency. And that's going to show up as you know, just they're gonna pass. The ones that do decide to purify their mind, body, and soul of these parasites, they are going to morph with this new frequency. Different frequencies, sound frequency makes shapes. It builds things, okay? So a different frequency, we are going to change form as it interacts with our own frequency, the frequency of our soul. So that's how that's going to work. We're going to literally morph. The lights agree. As far as the parasites are going to become a part of the dirt. And, you know, they're going to be the minerals in the dirt. And I think that they know this is coming, and they don't mind that. What they minded was everything that they're going to have to withstand on the way up to that, which is like the exposure and public humiliation and all that stuff. I did see something really, really good in the shower. I don't know if you guys will agree. But I was in the shower where I talked to, that's information's in water. Water's love. And I was in the shower and, oh shoot. Oh yeah. I was standing in a row of guillotines. It was like so many of them, it looked like a hallway. And they were full. They had heads in them. And at the end, there was like a light. It was like the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, and it was just like everything's taken care of, Beth. And that's what I was told. So I just thought I'd just share that little tidbit with you. That was really good news for me because I'm really tired. I've been battling this my whole life. I'm tired. Not really. I mean, I'm having a great time. Thanks to you, babe. But other than that, I'm trying well. And oh yeah, that's another thing I want to say I'm very grateful for. I don't know if y'all have been feeling this, but the love is breaking through. The floodgates have opened. Anybody that it's not all my friends, everything, all my relationships are like perfect right now. Okay. Everything is just great. There's so much love and joy and caring, generosity, like all that stuff. Yeah, like I lost the majority of my people, but the ones that I still have, the ones that stuck around, priceless. Oh my gosh. So, and not only that, but I'm seeing like everything that I lost on this journey being returned to me, especially when it comes to relationships. But it's not just relationships too. It's like everything is coming back to me, and it's coming back via love. It's like being gifted to me by the universe. Like I was saying earlier, it's nature abhors a void, love abhors a void. So whatever it was that I lost is just being replaced, and not necessarily by my hands, but by the hands of love. And it's so beautiful, and it really shows me we've broken through. We've definitely broken through. The main thing is, this is a weird way to look at it. Say we're milk, and the universe is churning the milk to see what rises to the top. The cream will rise to the top. Whatever can't lighten their load enough to rise to the top, they're gonna just be recycled. And the rest of us are going to flourish. And the time is near. It looks so great. Don't worry about what you're seeing. Okay, I can talk about this too. Don't worry about what you're seeing in the news. First of all, you shouldn't be watching the news, but you will get the information that you need from within. So try to get out in nature and stuff like that and talk to nature. Look for signs. Teach your spirit team what means what so they can talk to you, and they will. Like for instance, the banks are about to be done. Like done, like they never existed or something. Not a different version, just gone. And it's gonna happen overnight. And I'll tell you how I know this, because Well, I mean, it's always a layered event, right? But when I saw this, I knew exactly what it meant. I saw this bank that's been in town for I don't know how long, but a long time. I go by there and the sign's down, like it looks tore apart. The building's still there, but like literally the parking lot is like chopped up. It's like completely like it looks like it's being removed. It's they're not leaving any of the parts from behind from before. They're starting over. So that's refreshing, and I've heard other parts about that, and there is I've been hesitant to believe it for a long time because, well, personal reasons, I guess, but there is an underground network working on clearing these monsters out. They've been tagged and bagged. So, or they've been tagged and they're about to be bagged. I don't know. It's coming now, family. So, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about talking to you guys about our family tree, but this has been kind of long already. Well, it's only a half hour. Do you guys want to hear about the family tree? Okay. All right. So I told you about this family tree, and I tried to get you guys to be able to see the website, but it's been taken down. It's probably my fault because I wasn't supposed to show anybody, and I tried to show you guys a long time ago. So some of you have seen it. But basically the family tree, there's mom and dad at the top, okay, and dad's like a fire being, mom's like a water being. They made other beings, okay, and the first set of beings made other worlds, okay, and those other worlds, and also other beings were made over on the fire side, like the Hebrons, the spider beings. They were meant to defeat anything that came up against love. And the dad side, the fire side, you know, that's where all the magic comes in play, okay? And the jinns are over here on this side. I forget what they were called on this, from the source I had, but, the jinns were over on that side, and there's other stuff, but the Hebrons were the tunnelers. They were tunnelers, which is kind of the first thing that clued me into what exactly was going on with all the tunnels and everything, and how they were being made. Okay, that's a Hebron thing. Did you see that? So that's on the fire side more so, and then on the water side, we had the beings that made worlds and made the Lyrans and the Pleiadians, and there's other ones too, y'all, because my memory's not that perfect. I just remember things that are significant to me. But anyways, so there's Lyrans and Pleiadians and Hebrons. Lyrans and Pleiadians are on the water side. Hebrons were on the fire side of the family, more so. And they are the three groups that I noticed made humans on Earth. So go back up the tree, and after the worlds were made, Monru, my friend Monru, who is known as Yeshua here, he was made to be the partner to the original creator. Sambari was her name, because the fire being that was involved in the creation of the universe was acting too fiery. Basically, something happened there. There's a break there. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even on the family tree. He was just removed. But there was a blank spot there. It was just like, okay, we're done with you. Like, probably because he died. You know, he doesn't have a soul anymore. So he's just been removed. Anyway, he doesn't have that light he used to have, the fire. Now he has to make fake fire with, like, anyways, you guys get the gist of it. I think everybody's getting an idea what's going on. At least my family is the people that can sit through one of my videos, have a really good idea what's going on. So, back to it. Monroe was made for Sambari. She made him specifically for her to be a partner, because we were meant to have partners. We were meant to come together and co-create whatever it is that we want to. So she made Monroe, and Monroe came to basically try to get rid of these parasites, which was like Fire Daddy, Darth Vader, and all of his spider cronies, you know, aggressive, whatever. Somehow they lost their spot. They probably followed their creator down a dead-end road, like he's trying to get a lot of people to do. But regardless, okay, so that's what Monroe was made for, but he also came here as Yeshua to try to get rid of these parasites. And to lead the humans to understand that they were being mind controlled, understand that what the difference between right and wrong, and what love is, like, to be an example of love, because people just really don't have a good example of love, and human beings need that example. They're young souls. So there was another race that were made that added more fire in, and that were made from, like, basically Monroe's chain, his genetics, his spiritual genetics, and added a little bit more fire, because he was a little bit too peaceful to, I don't know, this is how it was explained to me. He was too peaceful, forgiving. And there's no forgiving when you're trying to separate the cream from the sludge. So that's where I come in, me and many others. And obviously there's lots of other people that came in at that time to try to stop these weird globulins from destroying Earth. In our universe, in turn, I guess, because this is like our birthing place and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand it all. But this is what I've gotten into today and over the past, like, 5 years. This is what's happened. There's a lot more, but I'm going to stop with this here. I'm going to try to be a little bit more organized when I speak to you. I mean, I'll probably come out and do some cards too. Who knows what I'll do, because I just fly by the seat of my pants. But I did want to try to get this together for you and make it sound as understandable as possible, because we're talking about things that we don't remember ever seeing before. But if you notice, like, some people really do have an irrational fear of spiders, and I think that's what it comes from, if you want to know the truth. So, last but not least, I love you all. I love you so much. I've missed you. I will not disappear. Find me on Facebook, Elizabeth Hartwick, HARTWICK. They won't let you leave me comments or anything like that, or you can like my stuff, but I'll delete it. But some people can get through unhindered, and those are very strong souls, I've noticed. So, or they're the enemy. So, yeah, it's so good to see you on there, Laura. It's so good. Like, I'm finding some comrades from here on YouTube, which is really nice, because honestly, people easily get infected that I come around. They get infected by this douchebag Jabba the Hutt. Like, he's able to control their thoughts, and immediately, like, as soon as I get close to somebody, they will attack me, and they will throw insults at me about things that I've never even told them. They don't know about me. So I know this guy is feeding them information for sure. So yeah, it's few and far between. I have very few friends, and it's good to see somebody out there like her. And I guess that's it for now. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day, night, whatever it is. And I will be back very soon. Thank you.